back to Life Lanes, a brotherly guide. We're your hosts, Justin and Don Mazza. On today's episode, we recap the NCAA tournament, chat about puppies, and take a deep dive on some Easter topics. Today's episode is sponsored by SeatGeek. You Skippers View 20% off phone right now, but I get these messages, and this dude's like, "Oh, I hurt my shin. Should I go to the emergency room?" I'm thinking, I was like, "No, dude, you fucking hurt your shin." And then
It's just ripped.
he sends pictures, and I'm like, "Oh, dang."
You should go.
You want to see a picture of it?
Yeah.
Seems like, hey, we're recording, Dom.
Well, we're not really recording, and you don't even know what it is. It's just a picture of a shin. All right, you ready?
I'll cut it. Ew.
Yes,
Ooh.
that's a good gag.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. Good gash.
good for him.
Yeah, good for him. He's a tough guy. Here's another one. You know, when he said it's just like a shin injury, I was like, don't be
You
a
got a
pussy.
bruise or something.
That
Yeah.
probably hurt, yeah, but that probably hurt regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Irregardless.
Irregardless.
It's pretty
All right.
cool at all.
No, dude.
No, God.
We'll get there. So, let's just roll right into it and then we'll record the intro after, okay? Hey, Justin.
Hey, Dom.
How you doing?
Good. Happy
Tyler.
Easter.
Oh, happy Easter to you as well. Did you do any celebrating?
We went to Nicole's house, saw everyone, which was lovely. Beautiful day
Great.
here, finally, 60 degrees, so that was nice.
Yeah, nice here too. I went over to my friend's house and she has a kid who's 6, I believe, and this kid is cool and annoying. Where she's cool that she likes Pokemon, and she likes like obscure Pokemon. She had like a Vaporeon stuffed
Ooh,
animal. I
okay.
was like, you got good taste, it's not just the normal Pikachu.
Yeah,
She for some reason really likes Psyduck, and I always give her shit about that.
I would too.
Yeah, but she's very emotional, we'll say, where she was like, "All right, we're gonna do an Easter egg hunt, and whoever finds the most eggs wins a prize." So they obviously weren't hidden that well. So I just like picked one up, and then she's like, "No, we didn't start." And then she starts crying, and I was like, "Oh God."
You were the guy who made the little girl cry, and he's doing nice.
Oh, I've made her cry multiple times. One was like, the mom was like, "Oh, teacher had to draw a star." Like when you do like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, that. So I just drew it on her paper. She starts crying. She's like, "No, you ruined my paper." And I was like, "Oh my God." Like, Sophie's such a baby.
Seems like you're ruining a lot of things.
Yeah, it's all right.
I do care less about making kids cry. Now, like, I realize kids are just going to cry.
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
time.
Yeah, if it's
It's
like a
like-
totally ridiculous thing,
Do the best I can.
yeah, like drawing a star on someone's
Yeah.
piece of paper makes you bawl
Let's
out in
get over it.
tears. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Great
Yeah.
future fathers.
So that's Easter. Someone brought a pie, which was great, and then I brought it to my soccer game, which was delicious.
Everyone thought you were going to be there today. I got 4 questions. Where's Dom? Oh my
What?
God. Like, where did this come from?
Are
And
they gonna pay for my flight back and forth?
Dad's like, he was thinking about coming. I'm like, how did this get to, like, oh, he's coming down for
Well, I was
Easter?
just home. I was just home like 2 weekends ago,
Coming home.
and I'm gonna be home. Yeah, and I'm like,
That's a lot.
I didn't.
We're off
I didn't.
tomorrow.
I am off tomorrow.
First time. Yeah.
Yeah. The new schedule kicks in tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. Oh, that is nice. That 3-day weekend.
That is pretty great.
Then I go to Florida a couple weeks. So things are moving. And then we go to Charlotte. Things are moving. So that's Easter. I want to bring back Easter and all that jazz in a little bit. But, before we get to that, it's a pretty exciting time in sports right now. Big sports guys over here. We got the NCAA tournament kind of wrapping up now. We have opening day in baseball that occurred, and the NBA and the NHL season are winding down. And you can't forget about Caitlin Clark, the goddess that she is. I don't know. Would you guys think that this is the most exciting time in sports right now?
Probably in the fall is more exciting.
Because
Why?
football's around.
Oh, football
So
starting.
we have the MLB playoffs, football, NBA, and I think the NHL all start around like the same time.
Well, the NBA starts like Halloween weekend kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's when like the World Series is.
There is a time where all 4 sports. I think, yeah. To your
Yeah,
point,
a
that
week.
is the
Do
time.
people actually watch the
But
World Series?
yeah, I agree. I
Last
almost
year,
feel like
no.
opening day feels like better vibes.
Opening
I feel
day,
like
opening day. Little Brett rant here, real quick. I feel like we like to start our episodes with a Brett rant. Opening day is the biggest day in baseball, just because you have all like the non-fans,
Yeah.
like or like the fair weather or oh it's a new season fans who like come in and are pretty active, especially online. Brett, co-founder of the Great Skippers View, tweeted a, a crazy amount during opening day, total of 2 tweets, both at 5:30 a.m.
Crazy.
and then that was it. But he's fully locked in on Purdue right now. So
Yeah.
pivoting
As
to
he
the
should be.
pivoting to the NCAA tourney.
First Final Four since 1980 for them.
Who cares? They have like a 7'5" weird looking Frankenstein that's never gonna make it to the NBA. So
Do you think more people watch the Final Four or like the opening day or the opening 2 days?
Final Four.
no, opening 2 days.
I mean, I definitely watch
Opening 2 days
more
of baseball?
No,
No,
of
the
the
tournament.
NCAA tournament.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's like
Sure,
the
there's
best
numbers on these.
2
But
days in sports. Yeah, like everyone
Yeah,
like takes all. They just have it on in the background of their workday.
yeah. Well, people who
I
can have that.
I've
I'm
done very well in my NCAA bets. BT Dubs been crushing it. I lost 1 out of 7 bets so far. So I'm taking underdogs. NC State doubled down on them halfway through when they were down by 6. Took them again money line, which we love.
Have you ever cashed out on these bets? Just wondering.
It's so funny because I bet the winner of the Houston Open today for golf, and I had the winner going into 18, and I was with CJ. I was like, "Do I cash out?" Basically, it was a 20% dip on my winnings, and I was like, I should cash out. And by the time I was going to, the odds changed so much after one golf shot from the competitor, Scotty Scheffler, and I was like, fuck it, I'll let it ride, and I ended up winning, which was nice. But if I'm going to bet $10 and it's cash out for 50 versus win 75, I'm going to take the 50. Like,
So that's
yeah,
not my question is, do you use FanDuel or DraftKings or what
FanDuel.
do you use? So have
DraftKings.
you ever made a withdrawal from FanDuel?
Yes.
no,
Oh,
Really?
you mean withdrawal, not cash out of a bet? Yeah, I definitely have. Yeah, you
like
haven't.
taking money.
I have
I've never
not.
won.
Oh,
I've never been up. I'm up right now, but I've never been up to the point where I would take money out.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
what you're asking.
yeah. What do you take out? Like $50?
not like 200-300, like whatever my winnings were, and then maybe I'll just keep 50 in and just restart.
You have
I
to pay
don't believe
tax.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
right.
believe
I,
that.
I need to see
I don't buy that.
records.
I don't buy that for a second. I need to see the bet slips and the receipts. You're putting in $50, making it into 300, and consistently taking it out.
Not consistently. It's definitely times where it's 0 that'll put 50 more bucks. How do I do this?
You don't even know how to check.
I don't know how to check receipts. I got 417 right now.
This is- I agree that you have money in the pot. It's a one-way street for me, baby. You know, I deposit, I play around for like maybe a year and a half. Then if I need to re-up, throw another 200 in the bank. That's it. I think you're the same way, Tyler, right?
Yeah, I put $50 in to start the MLB season. I'm at 275 right now. So
Can't see, huh?
just screenshot and send it to us, Justin.
Yeah.
No one believes you anyway.
I'm 60 under total.
But yeah, Dom, I had a crazy bet today. Crazy parlay. I sound like such an asshole saying that.
Let's hear it. No, let's hear it.
I'll read it off. But I got screwed because then I was gonna what they call hedge, which I didn't know actually how to do it, so I had to text our friends.
You should have texted me, Tyler.
I texted the group. See, it's Nitro. I
Is
was
he
like,
making a baby
I was
cry?
like, someone help. So what killed me was let me find this.
That doesn't mean anything, Justin. This
I don't know what to check.
I guess I need to see a bank statement from FanDuel that shows you. I'm serious. Try to track one of those down.
Transaction history.
Yeah, that'd be a good page.
So I had where is it? This is great. This is great content right now. I had the Reds winning, Pirates winning, Brewers winning, and I got all these right. Blue Jays winning, Royals winning, Yankees winning, Rangers winning. Rangers covering, not winning. Boston covering, and they ended up winning. Diamondbacks winning. So I got all of those correct. And I needed the Giants to win, and I would win $4,000. And they lost 13-4. So then Pat and them said, hedge everything you have, but I had like $10 left in my account.
Yeah, when you
So-
said you put in $50, I was like, that's not enough to do anything with.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like my other option was to take a bunch of money from my bank account.
That was the last game?
That was the last game.
Oh,
But
you deserved to lose. You didn't know what you were doing.
no, but the Padres went up like 10-0 after like one inning. So even if I would have to put like $1,000 to make $10.
Yeah,
or maybe
yeah,
$10.
yeah.
So
I
you
hear
live
you.
and you learn.
I mean
Oh,
that's the beauty of parlays. It's an
Yeah.
inch in either direction a lot of the time.
Yeah,
Like
I can see why
the-
people get addicted.
the Isaiah Pacheco one for the Super Bowl. I needed 1 yard. He was on 59 for a long time. Couldn't get that 60-yard, but
Man,
that's how it goes.
wonder how
What
many bets are placed during March Madness. Like how much money's in circulation just on March Madness alone.
You guys think Otani's a degenerate?
And just pinned it on his boy.
Do you actually want me to do you want to dive into this?
No, just like a one word, yes or no.
I don't think you can say it in one word, but I don't think he was the one.
God.
I think
I-
he was involved.
No, I do think he paid off the debt. I don't think he was betting.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably bets. Dude, they probably all bet.
I would
These guys are degenerates, and they have fuck you
Obscene
amount of money.
money.
Yeah, exactly. They're so bored with their money. How
That's
many
what it
houses
is.
can you have?
They are allowed to bet.
I know, but
They just can't have a
baseball,
computer
you can't bet on baseball, right?
Well, you can't bet on baseball, and then you can't use an illegal bookmaker. So in California, which is crazy, I thought California would be legal, but California is illegal to gamble.
I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, of all states to have a law restricting anything, that was pretty surprising.
Well, California is run by Mr. Gavin, so
Those libs.
Whoa,
big time. He meant there's a lot of libraries in the state of California.
The Barians.
I bet you California has a ton of libraries.
Dub,
Look
have
it
you
up.
heard of this impossible mile challenge?
I have not, Justin. Tell me more.
I believe it's a quarter mile of burpees, a quarter mile of bear craws.
What does
bear
that mean?
crawls. Like
400 of them?
you go around the track. It's like a whole thing. You start being in the track, right? It's one lap is a quarter mile. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you move forward with a burpee?
You jump as far as you can. You go down for a burpee, right?
Oh.
Then it's lunges, and then it's a jog to finish. And people like a great time is an hour. Like that's a phenomenal. Sounds intimidating. Like
Sounds kind of stupid.
to invest in our libraries.
California. Knew it.
What USA has the most libraries? With 1,226 public libraries operating as of 2020, California is the state with the most libraries in the U.S. That's a fun fact.
Here's a fun fact. What country has the most time zones?
Ooh. I think it's Russia, but I could be
I
wrong.
think it's Russia, but it might be the U.S.
It's definitely
Nah.
not the U.S. Wait. Stop.
You have to think a little
It's like a
bit more
Oh.
abstract.
Oh. Antarctica?
Uh-uh.
country.
I was gonna say Australia.
Nah. You guys.
No.
You
No,
gotta
no.
think. You really have to like think out of the box.
I thought Antarctica. I don't know.
Yes, it's not
I guess it's
Canada.
not considered a country. Oh, Indonesia.
Nah.
No, it's not a country.
Yes, it is. Double wrong on that one.
No, sorry, not Indonesia. It's late. Do you know what I'm talking? Oh, it's country. All right, wait.
Can I just tell you guys?
No, I don't want you
Stupid,
to.
like with the Prime Meridian involved.
It's a little dumb.
Can we have one more guess each?
Give me a
Yeah,
letter.
go ahead. I can't give you the letter. You want me to give you a continent that it's not in?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not in Asia.
Okay.
What? That didn't help, Justin? That eliminates
No, that
like
helps.
48 countries.
That
Guess
helps.
the big one. It's kind of stupid, he says. Like in England.
All
Prime
right, I'm
Meridian
gonna throw a
bullshit.
weird one out because I feel like it just like it
Go ahead.
like goes over the top of the globe. Greenland. I give up.
Justin, you were close.
I was close with Canada. I was close.
with England.
With
Why don't you
England.
just Google it, Tyler?
I was yeah.
Northern Ireland or some stupid Sweden. I don't know, Dom. What is it?
I got it. I'm getting it. This is gonna go. Oh, what?
I know,
No,
right?
Tom, that's unfair.
Pull it up.
I told you it was.
No, I don't.
Pull it up. What is
You
it?
don't accept it?
I don't accept that because it's not like
France.
France, including its overseas territories, has the most time zones with 12.
What is one of the worst
13, including its claim
trivia
in
questions? Hold on.
Antarctica. Yeah, so I mean,
Not bad.
No, bad.
What about you know how many time zones China has? Have we talked about this?
Like 11 or something.
one because it's a communist nation.
It's one, yeah.
Oh, really? You don't believe in it? Isn't this cool? It's a solar system.
Tyler, don't tell me that Justin doesn't have time to watch Invincible.
Yeah, for the audio listeners, he's playing with a solar system diorama that you're probably filtering.
It does like rotate, which is kind of cool, I guess.
It's the space shuttle that goes with it. Timu.
Is that drawn to scale?
$20, Timu.
Justin saying,
I know. I saw.
What'd I say?
I told him he needs to provide a bank
sending your
statement.
negative career stats for gambling does not show that you take out.
That I
money.
I don't know how to show that.
You have to find when's the last time you did it?
This just shows that you're a loser.
You can probably see.
All right, what are we talking about today while I find this?
Gambling is a sin.
I want
Gambling
to
is
talk about a couple more things. It's my money and I want it now.
Dude, I love seeing the nostalgia commercials.
Yeah, dude. What about
so many of these good ones.
I need cash now.
877.
I'll take it.
877 cash now.
That's a banger, dude. They don't make them like that. What are some other banger commercials?
There's a whole TikTok trend about this.
Oh, of course there is.
They're really good. They're really good though.
Yeah, I'm sure you like China stealing all your data.
One time zone.
Tough. Justin, I wanted to chat about your friend Isaiah getting a new puppy.
Really cute.
Does getting that dog give you or your significant other puppy fever?
I had puppy fever for about 5 seconds for when I held the dog, and I was like, I don't want this in my own home.
And then it pissed in your hands?
It did. Actually, it's been pretty good so far.
Didn't they just get it like yesterday?
They got it Thursday. They had to leave the dog alone for the first time yesterday, and supposedly the neighbors heard the dog for like 3 hours straight. Like just, little puppy bark. But the dog is super cute. But it's 2 months old, so it's like really, really young. Definitely Izzy is the more stern, and Jen's like more cuddly.
She's gonna be like, "Don't yell at him."
Yeah, like the dog's falling asleep in Jen's arms, and then Izzy will pick the dog up, and the dog just jumps off. Like they're ready. Like one day in, it's amazing how quickly like the dog just latches onto one person.
Well, it latches onto whoever's gonna baby it.
Yeah, right. Which is the same way I was looking down today. James and Andrew were snuggling with Rhea on the couch. Like and I'm like, oh yeah, it's because it's the person who like gives them the things that they want.
Yeah,
that would make sense. So
I know people like to. I guess it's like our innate desire to be liked, but I feel like with kids and with animals, people like. I don't want to say make it a competition, but they're like, "Oh, I want this kid to like
me more."
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I want a dog eventually. I've also realized like how easy it was having a backyard when we had a dog, and that is something definitely people take for granted. Like they have to walk the dog at 1:30 in the middle of the night, right? Like wake up and take the dog out. It's like, so I want that right now? No.
Yeah.
So Lindsay's always wanted a dog. She wants one, and she'll twist my arm forever about it. But just gotta keep saying no until I say yes.
Would you get a puppy?
Yeah, probably. They're cute,
Well, they're all cute when they're puppies, Justin.
I agree.
And a puppy,
they grow up.
If I got a puppy, I would drop like $1,500 or $2,000
potty train and like
yeah. Send him to like boot camp.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, all right, you're going to boarding school for a week. Come back a soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going there, a puppy. You come back a man. They're ready to go. Then it's just like having your boy.
I agree. It's tough. It's so much time, so much energy. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
And you just need to you need to make plans for everything. Like if you want to go away, you need to have someone watch the
that's the
dog.
challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is easier having. I mean, they've got a dog that's 7 pounds. I think it's going to get to 15, so it's super tiny.
Oh, it's a
Um,
mini Aussie.
Yeah, it's a mini. Yeah, so
How much did they drop on it?
unsure. I think I don't know. An educated guess would be 500. I have no clue.
What? No way,
Is it
dude.
thousands?
Yeah.
I think they got it from a breeder though.
That's even more to
Oh, that's
me.
why. See,
More
I have no
expensive.
clue. I'm like,
All right, let's
you
see.
looking it up?
Yeah, of course. Mini Aussie puppy
Price.
price.
877 cash now.
So, starting males, around 2,500. It can go up to 3,500. I guess it depends who you're getting it from, but I would say pretty expensive.
It's all the
Nonetheless,
other stuff. They bought a crate. It was too big. They had to buy another crate. Dog food. Like it racks up really quickly.
yeah, and then like vet bills and stuff.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
the.
even know how to navigate that.
Did you hear about Cooper and his
Yeah,
two torn
yeah,
ACLs? He's getting his
yeah.
first surgery this week.
Oh my God, they're going through with it.
It's like
Dude,
$15,000.
yeah, it's like 7,000 a leg. Crazy.
That's absurd.
How do you tear them?
Running.
Being a maniac.
Yeah, it's just like running around.
Yeah.
Being a dog.
And then he has to wear a cone on his head for 6 weeks. And I was thinking that he's just gonna re-injure the legs because he doesn't know he's a dog. He doesn't know that he just had surgery. That he's supposed to take it easy for the next 6 weeks.
Hey, rest your legs.
Cooper's like, you know what? You're right. I should rest.
People are giving dad shit. They're like, "Oh, we could get your surgery for your Achilles too. We'll go 2 for 1." That was like the joke today. So
Yeah, Tyler, did you hear our dad's injured?
Yeah, partial Achilles tear.
Yeah.
Took it to the face.
Racquetball.
To the Achilles.
But he's had
Yeah,
it for
yeah,
months.
He's
Yeah,
had it for like a year.
It's probably been there for a while. Festering.
Just live his life then, you know.
I know, right? I told him, fuck
It's
it.
not-
What are they gonna do? You either getting surgery or are you going for PT? Are you gonna go for PT? No.
Yeah, but Dom,
All right.
I hear him. He'll play 2 games. He's like, my Achilles. I'm like,
He played.
Now he knows that there is something wrong.
Now it's really going to be a verbal excuse.
Yeah.
We're gonna golf Friday for the first time. We tried going this morning. Everything was closed. So we're playing Friday afternoon, and I'm like, we're taking a cart. I don't want to hear you.
What
in.
what was it closed for?
All the 9-hole courses are closed.
No. Why was it closed?
Come on, Justin.
No, it's not because of Easter. Eisenhower's open. Try to get me.
I'm not trying to get you. I'm trying to get the transition. It was a layup.
I had a good transition before when I said gambling was a sin, but
Because they're Catholics.
Wait, I have a good transition.
I actually don't know if gambling is a sin.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Not a
It is,
layup.
it is Trans Visibility Day.
Yeah, it is.
I saw that. Dude, whatever happened to Caitlyn Jenner? I feel like they're not in the news anymore.
He's like a Republican.
It's
He?
now, not they.
It's a she.
I don't know what it is, but
Oh, it is she.
He was pretty Republican.
Where's Lindsay? Where's HR?
She's not a good HR rep. She's supposed to represent us, not them.
It's a good point. Protect the company.
Yeah. She's anti-HR. All right. Speaking of Easter, why don't we just jump into it a little bit? Sound good, guys? There were a couple things that I wanted to look into with Easter. However, I decided to take it a different route when creating these notes. First thing I want to talk about really is just the fact that us three all went to Catholic school from kindergarten or pre-K. Did you guys do pre-K?
No.
I don't think so.
Yes, for pre-K I did at Notre Dame.
Is pre-K a Catholic school thing or public schools? Public schools also do pre-K, right?
There are some public schools that have pre-K, but not all public schools.
It's a
have
big
pre-K.
private school thing, regardless of
Oh, gotcha.
denomination.
Regardless. So we all went Catholic school from pre-K or kindergarten until or throughout high school, and then Dean also went to college, right?
Yeah, Melo's Catholic.
It's a Catholic school.
Mm-hmm.
And Pat went to Catholic school. It's Fordham? Yeah, right?
Pretty
Fordham.
sure, yeah.
What is Fordham?
Pretty sure it's Catholic.
Oh. But Marquette's
I'll
not Catholic school, right? I think
Marquette's Catholic.
I thought it was like a Jesuit.
Let's look.
What's a Jesuit? Don't we
Fordham
all believe in
Well,
Jesus?
Fordham is Jesuit. Jesuit. We're a Jesuit
That's a
Catholic
tough word to
university.
say.
Jesuits.
So Marquette might be the
Jesuit.
same. It's still
Who wants
Catholic.
to show up on your door?
Jehovah Witness. They're not Catholic.
They're Christian.
I think they're a part of Christian, yeah. All right, anyway,
It's a Catholic Jesuit school as well.
Catholic Jesuit. And Chaminade is a Marianist.
Marianist.
So like the rivals of the Jesuits.
Yeah, no way.
Inner Catholic rivals.
And then you have St. Anthony's, who are the Franciscans.
Franciscan brothers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some dumb stuff.
The hell is Trinity? Public school?
Trinity is part of the Trinity. Well, yeah, pretty much. Trinity is a diocesan high school, so they're run by the Diocese of Rockville Center.
What does that mean? Where does that fall into what we're categorizing them as?
All right. So the Marianist schools are run by the Marianist order, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
so there's some orders within the Catholic religion. Is what we're saying, like little cults,
denominations. Yeah, well, not denominations.
It's a tough word, Justin.
Yeah,
clubs.
St. Anthony's is
factions.
St. Anthony's Franciscan. Like Regis is Jesuit. There's a few other schools in the city that are that. But then St. John the Baptist and Holy Trinity are diocesan, so they're run by the diocese. So technically, like the head of those schools, if you really get down to it, is like the bishop.
Oh, the bishop of Rockville Center.
Bishop of Rockville Center. So like there's a superintendent for the diocese of Rockville Center.
What's a superintendent?
So the person, it's a she, is.
They're always women?
No.
Oh,
this time.
The one right now happens to be a she. So like there's superintendents of districts. So like it's the head of a school district essentially.
Oh, okay. They're like the principal of principals, right?
If you want to think of it, the principal of the school district, yeah.
Yeah.
So every principal reports to the superintendent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask a question of you guys. What do you think? Like, what was your take of going to a Catholic school growing up? I know, people ask me this, and I'm like, well, this is all I know, so I can't really compare it. But, what do you think are some of the pros and cons about the type of schooling that we had? Dean, why don't you go first?
Why? Because Justin's on his phone.
Justin, why don't you go first? I was just doing a big dick move, just making a play.
I mean, I don't know if the education was different. That's always like the first question. Like, I don't know why people.
You were at a public school.
Don't come after me.
Well, let's just talk about St. Aidan's.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, was that education, like actually with the curriculum, what we learned, any different than if we went to a public school? That's like I have no clue.
I think it's more community, based than educationally based.
That's true. I feel like the families kind of all know each other a little bit more. There's fewer students.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, to me, is that just a byproduct of smaller classes and you all went to church on Sunday? Like, what made it community based versus a public school? And I have no clue what a public school is, right? So
I think
similar value. I think. Sorry, Dom.
Or I was just going to say, I think a large part is the small classroom size and how, families kind of went through it. For instance, let's say the Del Seniors, the Rooneys, and the Mazzos, right?
All multiple
all the families kind of learned of each other the first go around, and then the next go around, kind of strengthened those bonds a little bit more.
How big were our classrooms? 15, 20? I
think 20, 20 to 25 per class. So times 2.
That is pretty small.
Yeah.
I think about 50 to grade.
So I think back then,
wow, That is small.
I think
And
back then the Catholic schools were much bigger than they are today.
Really?
Yeah,
Elementary school?
the elementary schools. The number.
Like how many students are in classrooms today?
Well, it depends what school, but I mean, we have a larger school, and we have like 20.
Do you guys call it elementary school or grammar school?
I say
Right?
elementary.
I call it
Yeah.
grammar. I feel like
See?
more people know grammar,
I
like
think
that
public
term.
public school kids call it grammar school.
Yeah.
Those
But
people.
Dom, I think it's
Try to
like
blend in.
I do think like the similar lives. What was the word I want to use here? What word did I use before you jumped in?
Community.
Values.
Similar value. Well, yeah, I think most of our families, for the most part, have very similar upbringings and values, and I think people want to put their kids in a place where they know that the kids have good parents. That sounds terrible, but
I get it. No, I definitely get it. And yeah, I mean, I think in this, we've chatted about this too with making friends in adult life, where it comes down to how much time are you spending with these people. And going to school, you spend all day with them from kindergarten through eighth grade. You're doing extracurricular sports with them. And yes, there's some fraternizing with, other schools in that aspect, but think of like CYO, track was CYO too, right?
mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CYO. It was just a one big kind of hodgepodge of seeing the same people over and over again, which I think does create community. What about some of the cons? Can you guys think of any cons of going to Catholic school?
I think if depending on the Catholic school you go to, there, like Justin said, you could actually miss out on a education. I mean, look at the teachers that we had. Just being frank, like look at the teachers that we had, and this is a major problem in Catholic education right now is
Qualification, like side
from
thing.
equality. And this isn't to like rag on the teachers that we had as kids, but I mean, I think we had some pretty solid teachers, but the quality has gone down over the years too because the pay is so low. So a Catholic school teacher starting out makes like $29,000.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
who are you gonna
But it's like,
get?
how smart do you need an elementary school teacher to be?
Well,
I think they should be pretty smart.
I feel like their job more is to inspire children.
make sure the kids don't
Yeah,
screw up.
yeah,
Like,
to babysit them, one, and then to maybe inspire them to learn on their own. That's like
Well, what-
going above and beyond.
Well, what level of the elementary school are we talking about? If it's pre-K through second grade, I agree. But if it's like the middle school, I think you should have a strong teacher.
I mean, yeah, you're more qualified to speak on this too, but I feel like teaching 13-year-olds, you're teaching them more about how to like be a person rather than about the Civil War.
But the person still needs to be qualified to teach them how to be a person.
Right, but that's not like measured in intelligence or like
academic scoring.
your college like, choice or
Oh no,
even
I
how
don't
many
think
masters you have.
I don't think that I think I was more speaking to like the pay scale of it. So it's just like what type of
Mhm.
people you bring in that want to
But-
make $29,000.
how does that make sense? Where like parents are paying way more to send their kids to private school, yet the educators are getting paid less.
Well, because like the cost
Just the money
to
goes to the
educate
church.
the cost to educate the child is more than the parents are actually paying.
Well, also because Justin, like
So,
your
like, the cost-
property, your taxes go to public schools.
I know, but I'm saying if I'm paying 10
So-
grand a kid, right, extra towards
Yeah.
the school.
So
Why are
no
we paying?
Catholic elementary school is that right now. So say it's $7,000, right?
Okay.
The cost to educate is actually like 12,000.
Hmm.
So no matter what, like you're not making money on having kids in the seat, like the seats.
It's not a
trying to
business
get
making venture.
you're just trying to get the difference close enough where then fundraising and money from the church could equal it out.
Sass, dude. Oh, so at Erin's wedding, Brett in his drunken stupor is so excited, and he brings over Mrs. Staiuso's son. So, Justin, you remember Mrs. Staiuso? So, do you know what happened to her?
No.
So she got hit by a car maybe
Damn.
like two years ago. Someone recently.
or
Yeah. She died from the car. I mean, she was
Jeez,
like,
she was old.
she was old, but the car is what took her out. And then yeah, Brett just like brings over the son, and obviously that's like the first thing that we're all thinking. The
How old's the
Brian's like
son?
40s maybe.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think he has a family, like definitely
He's
older
probably
than
older.
us.
He's probably older. Yeah.
Yeah, could be dad. Not dad's age, but yeah,
Such a
probably
Brett
40
thing to do.
50s. Yeah, just thinking of Satan's teachers, I had to bring up that little nugget.
And again, I'm not saying like the Satan's teachers were bad, but I do think the quality has gone down over time, mainly because of the pay issue.
Mm.
So like you're saying the cons of Catholic education right now, and I think there's a bunch of Catholic schools that are closing. There are more that are going to close. And again, it's one we live. People don't have an extra $8,000 per kid to just throw away.
Mhm.
A lot of parents
Yeah.
will try and make that sacrifice, but they just don't for the most part. And what it you're really sending them to get them away. Like if there's a bad public school district that you're in, you want them to be in like a safe oasis rather than that public school.
Right, which was the case for
When we were
Justin
kids.
and I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was
Which is
the
much
case
better
for me as
now,
well.
supposedly.
In what aspect?
Me or Todd? Who you
You.
talking about? Oh,
Like-
that Mineola district is way better than it was 20 years ago.
No, I know, but like
How do you
better
measure
in
that?
what
I think
aspect?
it's just
Yeah.
test scoring is always what better means.
It's
Like
test
I always
scoring.
wondered that, and I'm
But
like,
I don't
I
think
always
that's
call
what our
bullshit on
parents
that.
were. I don't think that's what our parents were keeping us away from was test scoring.
Was it crime? Did they think we were going to get
They're all-
shanked in
they're
the
always doing
bathroom?
Well, everyone's selling weed everywhere nowadays. I mean,
Yeah, but we weren't
I
selling
hear it all
weed
the
and
time.
we were playing CeeLo. But I mean,
Yeah, we were gambling Pokemon.
I mean, for me, so for me, and this is a big thing where a lot of parents do this. I mean, we could go on about this for a while. For me, I was placed in a I was given an
Special
IEP,
education program.
and I was placed in a special education
Yeah,
program.
dude,
with
you
my
guys
parents.
had an all-star squad.
Well, that, but I was put into a room with like kids who were like just drooling, and
You fit right in.
when I was in public school, and I'm not that.
Easy there, Tiger.
I know. I almost used the R word. I won't. But I didn't
coming
belong.
back.
It is coming back.
couple more months. It's
Give it
coming
like
back.
6 months.
Yeah.
I didn't belong in that room for sure. And back then, and this has changed. Back then, public districts needed to meet a certain number to get funding, whereas now, actually, a lot more kids and a lot more parents want their kids to have an IEP and be evaluated. That they're actually like pushing kids away. So when we were kids, they needed numbers, so hence why I was given an IP when I really didn't qualify for it. So that's
You
why I
were
ended up going
Tribute. You're like,
kind of, yeah,
throw him to the wolves. Close
kind
enough.
of. So that's why I was at Sans. Now, yes, I was in a remedial class once every few days with an all-star. I mean, take me and put me against those kids and look at careers.
Well, wasn't it? I thought it was you, Joe, and Freehill.
No, Joe wasn't in it. It was Chris Ryan, Freehill, and Dylan.
I mean, that's a pretty athletic squad. I don't
mean-
want to go against them in football.
Yeah. Educationally, though, I think across the board is pretty low. But also, there's a lot of parents who, and Deirdre's parents, well, actually, Deirdre's mom pulled them out of Catholic school as well. What's taught in the public schools, which is a big issue now.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys
I-
see that.
So I was chatting with one of my patients, and her son is like 14 or 15. And she was just like telling me about like the stuff that they're kind of shoving down these kids' throats, and like
Yeah.
the type of reading material that they're required to read, and then the type of reading material that's banned from reading. Like I think To Kill a Mockingbird is like banned now.
Depends where you are, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this was just what's going on
Well,
here.
we even had tough. We teach To Kill a Mockingbird. Like our English teacher doesn't. She had to get like approval.
Yeah. What about like Huck Finn? Is that gone?
We don't read that at our level, maybe in the high school level.
Hmm.
But I think I do think we're at a point right now where Catholic schools can have like a resurgence.
Mhm.
It just needs to be done the right way, which hopefully it will be. I mean, Chaminade and Kellenberg and St. Anthony's are like overflowing with kids.
Really?
Yeah, Trinity not so much. Justin, sorry.
Chaminade.
We're getting better at their sports, at least. Or them winning
Vaccines
championships.
too. This is a interesting tidbit, Dom. A lot of people try to send their kids to Catholic school to avoid certain
Getting
vaccines.
vaccines. Yeah.
Which we are.
Religious exemption.
There is no religious exemption in New York State. So,
Oh.
Well,
Even for Catholic schools?
yeah, no, there's very few exemptions for certain vaccines, but we follow the state guidelines. But we have a lot of families who think that they can pull a fast one on us.
Nuh-uh.
I'm not
Not
no, I'm
here.
not kidding. So or they're hoping that we'll be like, because look, there's a lot of Catholic schools that need kids and they'll bring kids in and they're like, oh, well, we want to wait to get the vaccine, whatever vaccine it is, and they'll let them wait because a lot of parents are delaying when they're giving kids certain shots.
Yeah, interesting.
I do have a lot of friends with kids who are now getting into school for the first time, and they all prefer to send them to private school. Like, they are just not happy with the education system and like what at least their kids are learning. And I don't know the details behind that, I'll be honest, but something I did find out was for daycare, because daycare is very expensive. A lot of people are sending their kids to church-based daycares, which have like become way more prominent, and they're obviously way cheaper, if not like
nice little loophole.
yeah. So like they'll just drop them off like at the church or like at the parish, I guess, and they'll just like have the kids run around and like socialize and whatever it is for a half day, and it's pretty cheap compared to what daycare could be. So it's like, oh, that's interesting.
There's always a price to be paid, right? Like how much is it worth having the Book of Exodus rammed down your kid's throat? Are you willing to make that sacrifice?
You want the old or the new? That's different.
I'm an Old Testament guy.
You're a fan of the classics.
I appreciate the classics. I have a couple directions I want to take this conversation. Real quick though, also with Aaron's church. So, I don't go to church very often, I'll say it. I feel the times where I do go to church, it's either a wedding or a funeral. That's fine. But at Aaron's wedding reception, dude, the priest was doing some weird shit. So like he had No. At the mass.
Okay.
Yeah. So he first had like, I don't know if it was during a song or not, but he had everyone reach their hand out to the bride and the groom. So everybody's like reaching out, okay? And then I just see Pat's other hand come up too. So now he's got both hands like Frankenstein. And he just turns to me and he just goes, "Do it." Dude, it's just a room full of Emperor Palpatines just fucking casting their Sith lightning on the. I don't know where that tradition came from. I had never heard of it before or seen it.
Like,
I've never done that.
To the bride and groom?
It felt weird. I felt unsafe. It's always interesting when I go to church now, and I feel like I'm always sitting next to Joe, and we kind of point out these things. One thing that I notice is when people just kind of put their head down and they just start like saying like these things. Yeah, or just like I don't even know. They're not like prayer. Yeah, they're not prayers, but they're just like, can't even. Tyler, what's
Lord
like
Jesus?
No, they're not songs, and they're not like the Our Father. It's just like
pseudo prayers of sorts. I know of what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't even like think of an example of it.
They say it like under their breath.
On the line, ready.
What'd you say?
What's the question? I have D.
Oh,
I did.
Well, no, I'm at like if like the it's like Our Father. It's like Christ have mercy, Lord have mercy. Like kind of like those things.
Yeah. The response D when they say Christ Lord have mercy, Christ have mercy. What's that called again?
Slow down.
Responsorial song. What?
You remember from Billy Madison when he's like learning Spanish? And like the gardener is like teaching him. Now it's just like slow.
So what's the question then, Dom?
What are those called?
Responsorial psalms.
Slower?
Yeah, I think so.
Responsorial.
All right.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Responsorial song.
But like when people do those things, it just sounds so robotic, especially like the longer ones where I don't know the words and I never learn the words.
Dude, yeah, there's some new words in church, like overall, and I'm like, really? Like, just one for the Christ has died, Christ is risen, Christ will come again,
Yeah, I like the song, but like,
but But there are like newer like add-ons, like
Yeah, these
know,
weren't
it's
really
not glory
newer.
with you, and then it's something else. They say something else. now.
These were the things that you would learn if you went to Sunday mass, not
Mhm.
necessarily during school mass.
Mhm.
I did like going to church though during school. It was kind of fun, like you get to go hang out with your boys for a little bit. You get to leave school. Then you had the buddies. Remember the buddies?
You just go like one-on-one. You mean?
No. You like got paired up with like a younger student.
Oh, I do
So like
remember that.
You get like a
eighth graders would
kindergarten
go.
buddy.
Yeah, eighth graders would go with kindergartners, seventh graders with first graders, and then sixth graders with second graders. I'll never forget Joe's buddy. Do you remember
You guys
this?
have a chubby buddy? Like,
Yeah, there was Fat Tony.
that's the guy I remember.
Fat Tony was a legend. But Joe had a buddy who like just threw up all over himself. Dude, he had it like on his eyelash. Like, I don't know. And he just turns to Joe and he's like, I'm sick. We're just like, yeah, you are. Good times with the buddies. We would like kind of brag, like, that buddy sucks. They're like little kindergartners. Bless you.
Cut
Well,
that
that's
out.
great. I had another thing I was going to bring up about the Catholic Church, but I decided to lay off of it. It was mostly, and this probably doesn't really apply to you guys, but it was about how there's a commonality of people who grow up in religious traditions, then they take a break. I don't want to say they like see the hypocrisy behind a lot of it, but they question their faith, right? And then maybe for like 10 years they're not Jewish or Catholic or whatever. But then they have like this resurgence later on in life where they kind of come back to it. I feel like that was kind of budding for me with Catholicism. And then I squashed that bug.
I do think people, as you get older and probably more towards death, you're more likely to embrace religion because you are wondering what the after is. And people look towards religion sometimes.
I think you can believe in God and not adhere to a certain religion.
I think that's like a big thing, right? With, everyone feels like they have these strict boundaries within religion.
Right.
And first of all these boundaries were written thousands and thousands of years ago and passed on by word. And like, who knows what, faith is such a big part. Obviously, it's just believing that's what is true. But to your point on like having a strict wall and not being able to like just blend what your belief is for whatever experiences you have, like, that's fine.
And I think at the core nature, it's like, do you believe in God? Yes or no? And then it's like, do you believe that Jesus is the reincarnation of God?
Yeah.
And if you don't, like this guy, then that's probably not. You can't really be a Catholic, I would say.
Jew.
I'm embracing my Jew heritage. I looked up some fun little Catholic facts. You guys want to hear them?
Yes.
All right, trivia questions. Can you name the country that has the most Catholics?
I think Italy, but maybe it's U.S. No.
Think a little harder, Justin. You kind of just word vomited right there. Why don't you think?
I took Rome and big population.
If it's not the United States, then it's
The United States is number
country
4.
in South America, so Argentina, Brazil.
Oh, dude, you were so close. It is Brazil. You said Argentina first. Brazil is like so much bigger.
I know. I was just thinking like, I was thinking a lot. Well, I guess Brazilians are a lot of Europeans as well.
Brazil is
Argentina
first.
is a very high European population.
All right, what's number 2? I have the top 6 right now.
Are they all South American?
No, that was the only South American.
Got some Europe in there.
And the U.S. isn't 2.
U.S. is 4. Italy is 5. So you guys are missing 3 of them. 2, 3, and 6. Mexico is number 2. Tyler, you are good.
Well,
right.
Our Lady of Guadalupe.
I don't think you're gonna get this third one. It's tough.
Is it African?
I can't just
We have
tell.
We have a
You want a hint? It's not African. The 6th one is African. Come on, Dean. You're making me proud here. You need another hint? All right, let's say I'm gonna say it's east of Italy.
Greece.
All right, it's a little bit more further east. Justin.
Oh. Far East. Not Japan.
It's not Turkey.
Oh, I think I know it.
Hit me.
I could be wrong, but America did control the Philippines for a really long time.
The Philippines is correct.
This
don't
guy.
Oh,
So I don't know. I don't know if
Wow.
this
they're
guy fucks.
And you want to know actually why that popped into my head? Kevin
Yes,
Magno.
there you go.
That name was Jesus. I just don't know where if I literally was.
Shabuya, yeah.
Shabuya roll call.
I don't know if Catholicism was introduced there by missionaries or if it was from U.S. occupation.
Well, it doesn't matter. You are the winner.
Crushed it.
All right. Can you get number 6? I don't think so.
Could we have a hint?
It's in Africa.
Cambodia,
Yeah.
Nigeria.
You guys don't know shit about Africa. If you guys
No,
know
I
something.
don't know anything.
It's a
about that.
huge population. It's the DRC, Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten that.
All right, I got some other fun facts.
Hit
What
us.
year did Vatican City gain its independence?
I want to say it would be near when. This could be wrong, actually.
Number one.
I'm trying to think of when Italy unified as a country, which was the 1800s.
I need
Is
a
it in
year.
the 1800s or no?
No. Just give me a year. Give me a decade.
1920?
It's the 1900. It's got to be like 1910, 20, 30. Yeah, around there.
It's 1929.
Okay.
A couple other fun things. So it is the 18th wealthiest country per capita. Pretty wealthy.
Where is it getting its money?
Stay tuned. What percentage of Vatican City do you think is women?
They usually go missing, so I will say
10% working on 8.
yeah, I was gonna say like under 15%.
5.5%.
Yeah.
What do you think their largest export is?
Don't
What
think
item?
women, Tyler. Grapes.
No, but no,
host,
not
like
not.
the body
What'd
of
you
Christ.
say?
Host.
Oh,
No.
crucifixes?
Tyler, you were so close. It's postage stamps.
What?
I'm not getting that.
What the hell? Oh,
Okay.
I kind of get it now.
And then the last couple things I have are some fun patron saints of. Okay. You know, like the patron saint of throats, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Saint Blaise, Bishop of Malta. The patron saint of beer is Saint Arnold. The patron saint of unattractive people is Saint Drogo. That's
I remember that one.
sick name, Drogo. Wish that was my confirmation name. Dominic
Unattractive.
Drogo Mazza. Justin, we look like twins.
I know what I said.
And then the patron saint of hangovers is Saint Bibiana.
Yes.
Indeed.
Write that one down for Deirdre.
Bibiana.
Yeah.
That's all I got for fun facts.
Nice.
Those
I
are
like
good fun
that.
facts.
Those are fun, right?
So when are we doing the episode on where the money comes from?
It comes mostly from donations, I think.
Under the
18th
table.
wealthiest country is pretty
No,
significant.
per capita. But there's only
per
850. Yeah, there's only
Oh, so
850
it's-
people in there.
Okay, so never mind. That's not that.
Well,
many.
the GDP is about 22,000.
It's like 800. So there's like, what, 50 women? 40 women?
Well, the size of Vatican City is, I think, comparable to Central Park.
A lot of them don't even live in the and like the people who work there don't even live there.
Yeah, they just
They
hide
live in a
there
room.
when
Yeah.
while their scandals are going on overseas.
Not
you
what I
kn-
meant, but
You know who I'm talking about.
so fun fact here just says she's in the audience right now. The patron saint of hangovers is also the patron saint of people with seizures.
Bibiana's?
Yeah,
They thought it was seizure was a hangover back in the day or something.
maybe.
How can she have two patron saints?
You can be the patron saint of multiple things, I believe.
Who decides that?
I guess the Pope.
It's the Pope. Euro trip. It's the Pope.
Dude,
That's
you know what
Pope is crazy.
I always say in my soccer games when the goalie leaves, I go, Zigoni! But nobody gets it.
It's the Pope.
Zigoni!
I did say recently to someone the other day, once the trade comes, or it's like, yeah, they're building it now, and the guy just started cracking up. I forget who it was, but they got the joke.
They are building it
See,
now.
building it now.
So I have a long list of patron saints, saintovs.
Miami Vice, number one show.
Let's throw some more out. Bibiano, which is pronounced Vivian or Vivian,
What the fuck?
4th century saint and martyr, patron saint of people with seizure disorders and those suffering from headaches and hangovers. Although exact dates and verifiable information about Bibiana are difficult to verify, it is known that a church in Rome was dedicated to her in the 5th century.
The patron saint of pig keepers. Good old Anthony the Abbot. That's a good one. There's a lot of like just random jobs, like paralegals, paramedics, paratroopers. Basically, any job has a patron saint of. The patron saint of Polytechnic Engineering, Ferdinand III of Castile. Yes, of course. There's a patron saint of police officers and police dispatchers. They're both archangels. What's the archangels? Who are those? Who are those guys? Tyler?
I wish we had Joe on right now.
Joe
Is there
knows all.
Archangel guy?
No. Me and Joe have had some. I'm not gonna say Joe's a born again Christian, but he's pretty close to it.
He is.
Michael and
I asked
Raphael-
him if he believes that Jesus is the second coming of Christ, and he's like, absolutely. I was
So
like, whoa, okay, Joe.
I wish Joe was on here right now. Yeah, me and Joe have had some fun when we drove up to Vermont.
Why isn't
Joe-
Joe a part of these? I don't understand.
I don't think we
Ends up
knew what time we were
responding to
doing
text
today.
messages.
He it's the same fucking time.
So Joe started reading the Bible recently. I don't want to speak for him, but I think he would bring a lot to an episode like this.
It'd be cool if there was like a video game based off of. I know there's like Dante's Inferno. I don't really know like what the plot of that is, but imagine like a video game where you can choose to be either on hell or heaven, and you know the bosses would be like the archangels, like Gabriel and stuff. That'd be
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Sounds sacrilege, but okay.
Well, sacrilege if you're not
You're
Catholic.
fighting them.
If you're Catholic. Yeah. So, can you not do that? Can you not fight angels? What are the archangels?
They're the head angels. They're the big guns.
There's a hierarchy?
Do you want the
makes
exact
sense.
definition? I can give it to you.
Sure. Who's the king angel?
I
Chris?
think it's
King.
Michael.
Michael. Well, Gabriel's he's up there, right? He's cool. Who's the most
Uh,
powerful angel?
They references the angels who serve God directly.
Imagine if they're like real. That'd be crazy.
They are real.
Why do-
Archangels are the second lowest rank of angel in the Christian hierarchy of angels, put forward by pseudo Dionysius. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not.
The angels.
They are tasked with helping of humanity as we journey through our lives on Earth. Each one has a specific
We don't
area of
even know who they
concentration.
are though. How are they helping us? I don't even know this guy's name.
What do you mean?
I don't even know their names. How are they helping me? Kid can't even read.
That's fair.
I don't know. Maybe I just should start reading the Bible. Oh, this
Yeah, why
looks
don't you
nice.
just read the Old Testament?
I
Look at
want
Book of Jonah.
I want Father Bruno to read it to me.
He's a great priest.
Jeez. We have a reverend officiating our wedding. I don't know if he's
Justin,
Catholic.
what did you just send to us?
Some random article. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
About what?
Sasha Baron Cohen. and-
Rebel Wilson put like a
I heard
Think
something
she-
about that.
She's
You should-
annoying.
yeah, she's annoying.
Well, if
All
I
right.
could hear that. Gulp.
That's how good this
Gulp.
microphone is. You guys drink electrolyte powders?
They make me shit.
Yeah.
When I'm kid. I call it like it is. Dumb, I was
think
Dune
this-
2. Is it like it's that kind of great? I really want to see it.
It's something that you should watch in movie theaters.
Mm.
You know, those big ones, Planet of the Apes coming out. You should see those.
This is my black seed oil I take.
Oh,
Racist.
why do you take that?
My multi for him.
Where'd you learn about black seed oil?
My dad told me about it.
My bad.
I take black seed oil too.
Yeah, so once I got diagnosed with the fatty liver and enlarged
Yeah, why is your spleen enlarged?
my enlarged spleen? They don't know. No answer right now.
Maybe you have mono.
That's what my mom said, and I don't think I
Come
do. Deirdre is in the audience here, so we could ask her.
Or you
but
can just get a blood test. It's really not
I did get a
hard.
blood test, so I don't think that
Mm.
come up.
Yeah, you have fatty liver because you fucking had a Slurpee every day for 10 years.
I remember that face.
So-
This guy just walking in all the time.
You know what we call skinny fat.
I
Is that the wake up call you needed, Tyler, to get
Oh.
diagnosed with fatty liver?
well, I'm in better shape than most of our. Well, you're in good shape too, Dom.
Obviously, you're not in that great of shape.
I think
Internal
having a
was
fatty
like
liver
the-
and being in good shape are two very different things.
I would disagree.
If I have a fatty liver, I want all of our friends to get ultrasounds and check out their livers. Man. If I have a
Ultrasound
fatty
party.
liver,
Yeah, but you got a fatty liver.
I have a fatty liver.
Yeah, but you eat so much sugar, or you did eat so much sugar.
Maybe back in the day.
Yeah, people don't forget.
Yeah, people don't
People
forget.
don't forget.
I'm on a strict diet now, or strict-ish diet. I'm definitely using Factor, which I actually
Little to no halal.
I put in I emailed
What?
Factor to see if they could sponsor our shows.
What is Factor? Like
It's like
How-
the
Hunter?
prepared meals. No, it's like the prepared meals.
Oh,
It's like Hello
like
Fresh,
Blue-
but like
Blue
meals
Apron?
prepared. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I put in for that. So we'll see. I get those now. But no more Mountain Dew. I used to have like a Mountain Dew a week. Kind of how like you degenerates have like a pack of nicotine pouches or like 6 beers a week. I had
You
one
know
Mountain
I
Dew.
don't do the pouches.
I know you don't do the pouches. Anyone who does pouches should really look into the side effects.
They should really get an ultrasound of their liver.
Really get an ultrasound on their liver. But no, I would like everyone to get ultrasounds on their livers. Frankly, I think it's important at our age.
Just
It's like-
to show that you're not the only one with fatty liver. Pat
just
McGovern
gotta
Pat definitely has fatty liver.
Pat definitely has a fatty liver. Brett's liver is probably half his stomach.
But I feel like Brett
Um,
doesn't eat that much sugar though.
There's
I've
heartburn.
never seen Brett drink a soda.
Is it about? You've never seen Brett drink a soda?
Not in the last decade.
Sesame chicken, white rice, and a Coke. Come on.
When have I gotten Chen's Kitchen with him?
Brett throws back Cokes, but also like fatty livers are also
Put
from
that on a
drinking.
poll, Tyler. Does Brett throw back Cokes?
Fatty livers are also from drinking beers, and you guys all drink beers, and
I would
don't.
agree. I would agree, but
So
you know,
I find
I
that
don't know
very-
how much.
I find that
you know.
very frustrating.
Do you know what they count as light alcohol use? How many beers per week?
Do you know
Cool.
the answer?
I do. No, it's
I would
two
say
per
s-
day.
Per
So,
day.
Yeah, if you have under 14 drinks for the week, that's light
We're
alcohol
crushing it,
use.
I don't say that because D is gonna now take that and run with it, but I don't agree with that.
Well, it actually differs for men and women. Women, I think it's like 12.
But a beer is like health wise just as bad as for you as like a soda.
Nah. It's bad, but I think soda is probably the worst thing that you could do for yourself.
Artificial sugars and syrups and flavorings and
I think there's 70 grams of sugar in a bottle of Mountain Dew. 70. Trying to.
I'll Mountain Dew somewhere.
Tyler, did you see Friday's attendance for the Oakland A's was 3,300 people?
It was 3,300 people tickets sold, but it was less people, I think.
And then in Vegas, AAA was 10,000 people.
Yeah, Oakland has a problem. There's probably more fans
Crazy.
protesting outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have the Mountain Dew, Tyler?
I could not find it. I think I threw it out.
Yeah,
I
as it
had
should.
wedding invites.
I had an empty. What was that, Justin?
I have to order wedding invites.
Okay, we'll let you go in a second. I just want to show you this bottle of wine here. That again, I didn't drink any of this, so let's like Steve threw down half of that.
These
Tell
nuts?
me what. He's nuts. Tell me why there's no health facts on these.
I guess you don't have to print
What
them
are
on
they?
alcohol.
What are they afraid of?
People not buying them. Just a shot in the dark with that one.
All right.
This was
Takes it out.
fun.